Hey guys, we just arrived at Fowlers Camp in Shark Bay. Check this view out. It's amazing. So to come here, you do need a 24-hour permit. It costs $15, and basically as soon as you get that permit, your 24 hours is active, and you just say which campsite you want to come to, and you just rock up and park wherever.
It's about a 30-minute drive from Monkey Mia, so you actually take a bit of time off your next leg wherever you're going after Shark Bay, so that's a bit of a bonus. Obviously with the rock up, it's hit and miss what you get, but it's 10 a.m. here in the morning and we've arrived. The whole place is completely empty. We did a cheeky recce yesterday, so we drove down here. I think there was only four sites here. So it was this one, the end, and there was some people just booking at the top corner, but it's obviously going to be really quiet. We're super stoked. It's a shame we couldn't actually stay here more than a day, but this is going to be an amazing day, just chilling. That view, it's amazing. Thought I'd give you a bit of an update, new product that we purchased. I did mention on our last video that we were contemplating Starlink so that we have internet connectivity when we're away and for emergency communications. So we've got the box here. It is a reasonable size. This is the standard Starlink dish. I'm going to sort of show you how we go about setting it up and sort of the time to do so. We're fortunate that we can set this up with our van and also with the vehicle as well. You do need an inverter to run a Starlink because it's a 240 sort of watt appliance. But yeah, this is sort of the setup now. I'll show you how we go. All right, so this is the box you get. We'll open it up. They give you a whole lot of cable. Now this seems excessive, but it is good because it means you can put the dish, far away from the van if you need to, because with the Starlink to work, it does need a clear sky. So, if you're setting it up under trees and things, it doesn't work so well. We did test it though under trees and we did get some reception. This is to power up the router. Okay, so this is the dish. And this is the base. So pretty simple. It's got a little groove there. Slots, clicks in. So that's now essentially all we need to do. We just need to find a space to put it in that has good visibility pretty much everywhere because we have no trees. Okay, the next thing you get in the box is the router. So under here you've got your power and your connection to the dish. We normally just put that on the table inside the van. We've tested it once now and it was working really, really well. So yeah, I'll pop that in now, connect it with a power cable. Then it's as simple as opening the Starlink app and connecting it. Okay, now we've got our dish over there. What I'm going to do is open the Starlink app. Here, I'm going to walk over. So the first thing we want to do is connect to our Starlink device here. So I've called ours there, Perth all-wheel drive star. So now it's connected. Okay, you can see the dish has moved. It's having a look around. We're going to do an obstructions test. Check for obstructions. Picking up all the Starlink satellites in the sky. It wants you to scan the entire sky like this. Okay, so we can view the results. Okay, so it's telling us we've got a good experience for streaming video, web browsing, video calls, and even online gaming, which is amazing.
Don't tell Max.
We'll do a speed test as well. Okay, so that's pretty amazing. That's giving us 146 megabytes a second download and 30 megabytes a second upload. That's actually quicker than our internet at home, so that's amazing. And all that took about 4 minutes all up by the time we sort of opened the box. Now, I guess one thing to note is the box is reasonably chunky, so you do need to kind of carry this around with you. I have seen a company do a travel kind of thing for this, so we might look into that. And the other thing I would note as well is Starlink have made a mini version of the Starlink. It's only available in the US for some select customers, so it's not released in Australia, but that runs off 12 watt power, which is kind of a real game changer here because it means you don't need an inverter. So that's probably going to be something we look at in the future, but we needed a solution now. Our satellite phone that we had was no longer supported, so the company that was running that, Throwaya, they don't operate in Australia anymore. So it was either buy another sat phone or look at something like a Starlink. So we've decided to do that, but we're geared up to now run this 241 off our inverter. But you know, if you are looking at a Starlink, maybe something to sort of think about in the future, because there will be a mini version which is more portable. You're not going to have a big box like this, and obviously runs off 12 volt as well. The tide's gone up, hey Max? Yeah. Oh. that was a deep bit. My foot went.
But it is still wet, so there is some bits where there's water underneath. It's kind of like a swamp. It's so gross.
It is gross.
Short away.
Because this is more fun.
Like shells.
Right over there. What a spot.
Loads of. It's actually shells to get to last time we saw.
Tide. This was not here before, was it? So, bit of an update. Obviously we've got this beautiful spot here that we've been enjoying during the day, but I thought I'd give you a bit of an update on sort of where we're heading for the remainder of the trip. We were originally going to stay about 60 to 70 k's south of Coral Bay, a place called Black Moon Cliff, and yeah, had good reviews, and we were planning to stay there for 3 nights. But there is a front coming through, so there's some pretty heavy rain predicted south of Coral Bay. We don't mind rain, as you know. We used to rain. We used to rain. Rain comes to us, so it doesn't put us off. But that saying, you know, we want to be on the coast to kind of enjoy the coast and not be sort of stuck in our caravan. So Kate and I had a bit of a chat, and we thought, okay, let's see what else is available. We did look at Exmouth as an option, but there was really no availability, not at last minute anyway. So we've kind of landed on Gladstone Bay, which is somewhere that we have stayed before for an overnighter. You can have campfires as well, which is a bonus. We can do it as a rock up, so that's even better. I think it's $13 per night for adults and $5 for kids. And you need to have cash on hand for that one. But we know it's a good spot, so we're gonna add that one into the mix for 1 night. And then we're going to head up to another station. So that's Warramore Station. So we're going to do that one. Apparently they've got some really beautiful riverside campsites, and you can also book firewood as part of your booking. So we've got a couple of bags ready for arrival, which is awesome. So yeah, a bit of a change on the original plan, but that's the nature of camping. Sometimes you've just got to do that. You know, we could have gone to this original site at Black Moon Cliff and just rode it out. Could have been great, or we could have got really bogged and stuck there for a few more days. And the other thing we're conscious of is that they've had some really heavy rain through that whole area the last fortnight, and only in the last week is that a lot of the roads reopened in that area. So it's just something playing in the back of our mind. So we want to kind of enjoy this trip and chase the sun, you know, look at that view. That's what we want to do. We want to be enjoying the ocean, you know, enjoying the warm weather. So that's why we've come up north. Max and I went out for a little paddle earlier. It's fun.
The tide is out at the minute, but it was in earlier.
It was a little slither of sand, and then Max and I walked almost out into the middle of the water there, which is pretty cool. This is a stunning spot, honestly. If you're coming through Shark Bay, definitely worth adding this one onto the list. We just love these little rock ups. You know, you don't know what you're going to see. We did that little recce yesterday, came through, and Kate's like, yep, want to stay here. And this is the spot she wanted. So just fortunate that it's worked out that way. But sometimes it pays to not have everything planned out on a trip. That's kind of a bit of advice from us. We're very last minute with our trips. Sometimes that works against us because we can't get, you know, to the best spots, but sometimes it works for you as well, because you can be really flexible, see what the weather's doing and just kind of go with it. So pros and cons either way. But yeah, we're pretty last minute.
I've just got to talk about something that just happened, which unfortunately we didn't get on camera. It was really funny. Tell them what happened.
Singed some hairs. My arm. I was putting some oil on and it got a bit fiery and lost a few arm hairs.
It's a good thing it wasn't your head hair.
This is pretty good. Look at this, Kate. We're doing some Juliet potatoes, some salmon with breadcrumbs. Yummy. So quiet last night. It's probably the best sleep I've had on this trip. Okay, we're all packed down now at Fowlers Camp. Really nice one night here. To be honest, I think we could have easily done a couple of nights.
Yeah.
So beautiful. It's going to be hard pressed to find a better spot than this. You know, so secluded, so quiet. There's only a couple of cars that actually came down. There was one that came maybe 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then another that rocked up about 8 p.m. at night. But other than that, it was very, very, very quiet, very, very relaxing spot. So we're heading up to Gladstone Bay. But before we do, what's your sort of thoughts, Kate, of this site?
It's a magical spot, and we're kind of a bit sad that it's only 24 hours because we could easily stay here for a couple of days. It's like just beautiful. We did find something that we didn't expect, didn't we? We sent the drone up and we found a secluded beach, and by the time we realised, it was just coming into sunset. But it's just over the hill. Max and I actually walked up that hill yesterday, but we couldn't see over it, thinking, oh yeah, it's just a hill. But that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's no way you get a van up there, but you might get a full drive up there. It goes quite a steep hill, but even for a walk, you could go for a bit of a walk and have a look.
Amazing.
So it looks like just the other side of the hill over there, there's a nice little secluded beach.
Something to watch is the tick. So we, when Mark found the ticks on him, we had to get the good bug spray out, didn't we? We haven't had any more issues.
So Bushman's, that's what we were using, and once we sprayed everyone up with Bushman's, we were good.
We probably did a bit of overkill, but hey, no more ticks. Problem solved.
That's it. Yeah, I was really hot because I was doing all the setup, and I was just sitting outside with some sun cream on but with my shirt off, and I was like, I could feel these little things on my back, and I was picking them off, and they were ticks. But it's funny, once the temperature started to drop, there was nothing, and there's nothing this morning.
And so I really enjoyed my morning coffee, or even our sneaky drink last night, just watching the water. Like it was beautiful, wasn't it?
It was. So yeah, one to put on your list if you haven't been. Off to Gladstone Bay now. We have been there before. We know it's beautiful, and we think we can have campfires. So that's going to be nice. Yeah, have a nice campfire tonight.